Well, some days you're awesome. And other days you're a potato. And some days you're a potato together. Oh God. I am that guy. Well, hello there, humans, hippies, earthlings, whoever you are, wherever you are, whatever you're doing, and whoever you're lucky enough indeed to be doing it to. I'm Bushka, welcome back to channel. Today I want to talk to you about the M416, the tactical stock. Is it tactical? Is it really a stock? Maybe it's called Dorothy and it runs around in a red dress. I don't know, it probably doesn't. Now we're going to talk about the tac stock. I did a video called 556 ARs, everything you need to know about 556 ARs and stuff the other day. It's only got 17,000 views and it's a video I think the majority of the PUBG Mobile player base has no clue about, like in terms of the info inside. And it did, however, prompt me to make a video about the tac stock because when I did the spray patterns for that vid, a lot of things came out. Like one of them was that the tactical stock didn't appear to do a whole hell of a lot to the M416's recoil pattern. And this is because it's small sample size theater. What do I mean by that? Well, 5 or 6 sprays, it's possible to get a feeling on what's inside the box, but it's not possible to really break it down with any amount of conviction because quite honestly at 5 or 6 sprays you could have some good sprays, some bad sprays. So what I did was I did a whole lot of spraying with the M416, a lot more sprays than I did for that particular video, and I did them with and without the tac stock so that we can get a real idea on whether or not the gun is in fact cruising for a bruising. This is the spray pattern. This is the spray pattern that I'm talking about. This is the graph that I put up for the other video. You can see, if you've watched it, the M416 with stock and without stock is in the middle, and they both look remarkably similar. Now, the one without stock is a little bit more prone to the tubby part. You can see on the width as it gets up towards the middle of the map, the middle of the spray pattern. And that's very much the case with what I found out by doing a lot more sprays. Now, what I did was I did about 20 sprays and I averaged it out and removed plus or minus the goods and the bads from the spray pattern and came up with a solid 10 that were pretty indicative, I think, of the fact that we can conclusively say the M416 does benefit, and benefit quite a bit from having a stock, and that tactical stock, which is apparently meant to help with weapon shake and recoil. And the recoil is the really important part here. How much does it help? Well, not a huge amount. Like, it helps a little bit, but it's not a massive amount. It certainly does have an influence on the performance of the weapon, though. And I want to investigate this. I'm going to show you the spray pattern that I came up with from that. Now, I want to point out, you'll see there's an arrow, a blue arrow down the bottom pointing there to the thicker part at the base of the with tac stock. That's actually, it's about the same size and the same spray pattern as there is without in the first 7 or 8 rounds. It's just the colorization in one of the, it's just blurry, right? That's it. And I don't want to go too far into that. It'll just, it's a non sequitur. It's not a starter. This is the stuff I really want to talk about. You can see about halfway up the tree there, the tac stock maintains its form for like a little bit longer and then starts to branch out into the wild stuff. Whereas the M416 spray patterns that you can see there that are firing without the tac stock, they start to diverge a lot quicker. And you still get a solid core of about 7 out of 10 of those spray patterns tend to go straight up. But then there's the 3 that just branch way out. And it didn't matter how many times I did this. The sprays without the tac stock just had that more prevalent divergence that seems to keep appearing in that pattern. And this was good. I was very happy to have done this because after I did the 556 AR shootout, I felt like the tac stock might have been pointless. But after spending hours of my life firing guns at a wall and collecting information and data and breaking it down and then clearing out the background and doing it all over again, I realized that that's not the case at all. The tac stock is in fact very, very helpful, and it's the reason why for me, the M416 is the best all-round non-crate 556 AR in the game. I would rank it behind the G36C and the AUG A3 at the moment in terms of spray pattern. But for the most part, when you're picking one up, this is the gun you want to pick up. Now, the other thing I wanted to talk about today is why then do I advocate the use of the M762 and the AKM and guns like that over guns like the M416 for certain situations? It's because I want to talk to you about expected value, right? We have this really weird thing. I do videos all the time which talk about numbers and time to kill, and I've got a spreadsheet. And basically, time to kill for me is the time from pressing the button, firing into a level 2 vest without including ping and desync and everything like that in a perfect world, backwards and forwards. And the reason I think that's a fair way to assess it is because if everyone has bad ping or you have bad ping, then, you know, the gun's gonna have bad ping regardless of what weapon you're running. So your time to kill is how long it takes to clear a level 2 vest. And the AKM does it better than the M416. And it does it better by a fairly large amount. So we seem as humans to have this expected value of it's gonna give me that best possible scenario return every time. Where the truth is so much closer to it's gonna give you that best possible scenario return very, very rarely. And that, for the AKM, it's like 2 in the chest, 1 in the head. You want 3 shots, and you want to land those 3 shots very, very fast and get maximum return on your investment. But the odds of hitting 3 shots, like chest, head, with an AKM at this range versus with an M416 are astronomical. I mean, and you'll get people that will tell you, oh, I know how to fire the AKM, I'm the best with the AKM, I never miss the AKM, and likewise with the barrel and all that kind of thing. But it's not true. Like, when they make these guns, they make them with inherent values, okay? And for the 5.56 ARs, the M416 is pretty much the king of this. We're not even talking about the G36C here and the AUGs are crate drop. So you're talking about with the QBZ, the SCAR-L, your M16 A4s. I mean, your M416 is going to give you the best expected return on investment. And that's really, really important when you're in a game that comes down to making or missing your shots. Like, we like to talk about writing the story while the ball is in the air when you're talking about with regard to sports. Because, you know, the ball can swing one way or the other, or someone's going to have some bad luck one day and not another day. The M416 is the gun that most likely takes those issues out and gives you solid return on your investment. And for that reason, I highly recommend you keep sticking with the M416 and you keep sticking the tac stock on it, because it's really going to help you. I've done videos on the grips as well. You should have a look if you want to know the best grips for the guns. I've done a massive video completely breaking down everything there is to know about those grips. So you should probably go check that out as well. And then you'll figure out why people that tell you you should be running the light grip are absolutely out of their minds. Look at me using this bot. It's ridiculous. I do that all the time with bots. I can just get the bot to actually, you know, start firing, and then people turn around and shoot the bot and you clear them. I hope you guys enjoyed that. A little trip down, and I mean, you should probably have a look too at the M416 vid I did. It's very much the M416 vid I did, the 5.56 AR vid I did. If you haven't already, it will tell you all you need to know about all those guns too. I'm Bushka. Thanks for watching the channel, guys. Thanks for subscribing, and until next time, look after yourselves. Stay safe on the battlefield, and bye for now. Bye. Bye.